Have you ever looked at incredible structures and ambitious transportation projects and thought, wow, this is like something out of a sci-fi future? Have you ever wondered about the cost of creating them? Spoiler, these projects don't just cost millions, they run into billions of dollars. In this video, we'll talk about the most expensive projects in the world that are currently under construction, from a futuristic Chinese city to the massive reconstruction of John F. Kennedy International Airport. If these mega projects are completed, the world will change forever. China has always been a leader in implementing incredibly ambitious projects that open doors to the future. The new Shong'an district is a bright example of this. Construction of this city began in 2017 and has already yielded impressive results. About 1.5 million people live here. However, this is just the beginning. Completion of construction is expected by 2035, and this project will become the quintessence of how technology and innovation can shape the future of cities. Why did the Chinese government decide to invest in such an ambitious project? It's a matter of strategic development. Northern regions of China had long lagged behind the southern ones in terms of development levels, and creating a new center of economic activity was a step towards balancing the country's economic opportunities. The location of Shong'an was also chosen deliberately. It is only 100 kilometers from Beijing. This makes it an attractive place for residents to move from the overcrowded capital. Shong'an offers unique conditions for living and working. The city was designed using the most advanced technologies, making it incredibly convenient for residents. Leading companies have already set up offices here, relocating from Beijing, highlighting the importance of the new district as an economic center. The main concept of the 5-minute neighborhood means that all necessary facilities, hospitals, schools, kindergartens, parks, are within walking distance. Transportation in Shong'an also deserves a special mention. Traditional transport is completely absent, eliminating exhaust emissions. Only autonomous electric vehicles move through the streets. This not only makes the city environmentally friendly, but also adds convenience and safety for residents. Additionally, greenery plays a central role in Shong'an. In the first year of construction alone, more than 14 million trees and shrubs were planted in the city. Landscape designers pay great attention to greening and the improvement of parks and recreational areas, which enhances the quality of life. Now, about the most interesting part, the cost of the project. Official sources report that to date, it amounts to $95 billion. But many experts believe that by 2035, this figure could rise to $110 billion or more. Shong'an is already being called the city of the future, and it is quite possible that it will become a benchmark for other megacities. China continues to amaze the world with its large-scale projects, and its high-speed rail network is the best proof of this. It holds the leading position in the world by length, over 37,000 kilometers, and this number continues to grow. This network allows residents and tourists to travel between major cities at speeds of up to 350 km/h, radically changing the ways people move around the country. The project started with an ambitious goal to reduce travel time between major metropolises. For example, a trip from Beijing to Shanghai on a regular train used to take more than 10 hours. Today, the same journey can be completed in just 4.5 hours. This initiative has reduced the load on highways, improved the environmental situation, and stimulated economic development. China's high-speed rail network has become not only a tool for improving the transportation system, but also an important part of the country's strategic development. The network connects major cities, promoting business and trade development. Passengers can enjoy traveling in comfortable conditions. Spacious seats, Wi-Fi, restaurants, and even rest areas make trips as comfortable as possible. China's achievements in high-speed transport inspire many other countries. Moreover, China shares its technologies and experience with other states, exporting its high-speed systems and helping develop transportation infrastructure in Southeast Asia and Africa. The total cost of the project exceeds $100 billion, and this is only the current estimate, which is likely to grow in the future, considering plans for further network expansion and integration with neighboring countries. London has always been renowned for its innovative transportation projects, and the Elizabeth Line is the best example of this. Construction began in 2009 with the aim of improving the connection between central London and its suburbs. This project, over 100 kilometers long, passes through the heart of the capital, connecting it with the eastern and western districts. One of the unique features of this line is the new generation trains that can reach speeds of up to 145 km/h and are equipped with the latest technologies. The inclusion of Paddington, Liverpool Street, and Canary Wharf stations in the route helps improve connections with the city's key business centers. Passengers have the opportunity to save time and reach their destinations much faster. But the construction was not without difficulties. Completion deadlines were postponed, and the budget was revised multiple times. Initially, the cost was estimated at £14.8 billion, but the final amount reached £18.25 billion. John F. Kennedy International Airport is not only the largest airport in New York, but also one of the busiest hubs in the world, serving over 60 million passengers annually. Built in 1947, it had long needed a major reconstruction. In 2017, a plan was presented that promised to transform JFK into one of the most modern airports on the planet. This project includes the construction of a single terminal that will replace several existing terminals that have long needed updating. Road modernization will also be part of the project, transforming them into a continuous ring highway for convenient airport access. But perhaps the most important part will be the implementation of advanced security systems. Surveillance cameras and facial recognition systems will provide a high level of control and comfort for passengers. After the reconstruction is completed, the airport will be able to handle up to 75 million passengers annually, and by 2050, this number is expected to reach 100 million. Why is this important? Because the rate of growth in air passenger traffic is relentless, and it is predicted that JFK may reach full capacity within the next 10-15 years. This forces authorities to act quickly and decisively. The cost of the project will be $19 billion, making it one of the most expensive infrastructure initiatives in the world. India, possessing one of the largest railway networks in the world, is taking a step forward with the Mumbai-Ahmedabad high-speed rail project. This line will be the country's first high-speed railway and will span a total length of 508 kilometers, connecting two key business centers. Construction includes ground sections, an underwater tunnel, and the use of advanced Japanese E5 Shinkansen trains adapted to Indian climate conditions. Special cooling systems and dust filters will protect the trains from extreme heat, which can reach up to 50 degrees Celsius. Passengers will be able to choose between express services and trips with stops, with a minimum travel time of 2 hours and 7 minutes. The project, costing over $15 billion, promises not only to reduce travel time, but also to open up new economic opportunities for the region. Along the route, 12 stations will be built, improving transportation connectivity and creating thousands of jobs. The high-speed railway will be an important step in improving India's infrastructure and economic growth. Stuttgart 21 is a project that has become a symbol of German engineering and ambitious plans. Construction of this new underground railway station began in 2010, and from the outset, the project attracted attention. The main goal is to make Stuttgart more connected with the rest of Germany and Europe, reducing travel times and improving transportation infrastructure. Implementing the project required not only rebuilding the existing station, but also creating a unique tunnel system stretching 30 kilometers. All this was necessary to integrate the new station into the high-speed network and increase its efficiency. It is expected that after the project is completed, travel time to major cities like Munich and Frankfurt will be significantly reduced. For example, a trip to Munich will take not 2.5 hours, but just 1.5 hours. The project also includes the construction of depots and new transportation connections, further enhancing the city's convenience and connectivity. One of the most interesting architectural solutions of the project is the 28 huge dome-shaped columns that support the roof of the new station. They are not only functional but also create a unique visual effect, turning the station into a true architectural masterpiece. The cost of the project during construction increased from the initial $2.5 billion to over $11 billion. Despite criticism and significant overspending, Stuttgart 21 will become an integral part of Germany's transportation infrastructure, contributing to economic growth and improving passenger service quality. The LNG Canada export terminal in Kitimat, British Columbia, is a project that is set to change the balance of the global energy market. With an initial cost of $31 billion, the project includes the construction of a coastal gas pipeline, 670 kilometers long, and a liquefied natural gas plant that will allow the export of up to 26 million tons annually. This project supports the transition to cleaner energy sources, as natural gas is an environmentally friendly alternative to coal and oil. Its export will be primarily directed to the Asian market, where the demand for cleaner energy is constantly growing. The construction of the terminal has created thousands of jobs and promises to bring long-term economic benefits not only to the region, but also to the entire country. The LNG Canada project will not only strengthen Canada's position as a leader in the clean energy sector, but also significantly influence global energy markets. Natural gas is considered one of the cleanest fossil fuels, and its export will allow other countries to replace coal and oil, thereby reducing greenhouse gas emissions. The construction of the terminal includes the use of advanced technologies to minimize environmental impact, such as carbon capture and storage systems. The terminal itself is a complex engineering structure with a multi-component system for liquefying gas at plus 162 degrees C. This allows for the efficient transportation of gas over long distances, making the project economically and logistically viable. The port, specifically built for LNG tankers, will ensure the quick and safe loading of liquefied natural gas, and its strategic location in Kitimat will reduce delivery time to major Asian markets. South Korea is actively responding to the challenges of the times, especially in light of rising sea levels and potential natural disasters. To protect the capital and coastal regions, the construction of a colossal wall has begun, which will serve as a barrier against floods and storms. This protective structure, made of reinforced concrete and rising hundreds of feet above sea level, has already changed the cityscape of Seoul. The project includes not only the wall, but also accompanying infrastructure designed to support city life. The construction has faced criticism regarding environmental and social consequences, such as potential community division and increased pollution. Nevertheless, the government is confident in its strategy and views the project as a model for future coastal cities. If the project is successfully completed, South Korea will become an example for other countries, showing how to combat climate change and protect the population. The construction of this wall in South Korea is an important measure to protect the residents of Seoul and coastal areas from floods and storms. The wall will not only be a barrier, but also a symbol of resilience and determination in the fight against the effects of climate change. It is made of reinforced concrete capable of withstanding water pressure and the force of natural phenomena. But like any large project, the wall has its opponents who point out potential negative consequences. Residents of some areas express concern about the division of communities and increased air pollution in construction areas. Transportation routes have also suffered, leading to traffic jams and dissatisfaction among local residents. Nevertheless, authorities are confident that the project will pay off by providing protection to millions of people and important infrastructure. Upon successful implementation, this gigantic wall could become a prototype for similar projects in other countries with coastal megacities. The Gateway program aims to improve the transportation infrastructure between New Jersey and New York City, one of the busiest corridors in the country. This project is vital for modernizing outdated railway lines and improving transportation accessibility for the millions of passengers who use this system daily. The first phase includes the construction of a new tunnel under the Hudson River, which will complement the existing one and be used to increase capacity and ensure reliable transportation. It is expected that this new tunnel will be equipped with advanced safety systems and passenger comfort features. Upon completion, the new tunnel and the upgraded old tunnel will provide 4 tracks between New Jersey and Manhattan. The program also includes replacing the old Portal North Bridge and constructing new bridges to enhance network efficiency. The implementation of the project will cost $16 billion, and this will be an important step in supporting the economy and ensuring the region's stability. It is expected that after the project is completed, thousands of new passengers will be able to use this improved network, reducing the load on highways and decreasing environmental pollution. The ITER project, International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor, promises to be an important milestone in humanity's development. Started back in the 1980s, ITER is designed to explore the possibility of using nuclear fusion, a process that could become the foundation for nearly unlimited energy. Nuclear fusion is the process that occurs in stars, and creating such conditions on Earth represents a technological challenge of colossal scale. The construction site was chosen in the commune of Saint-Paul-les-Durance in southern France, where a platform was created to house the giant tokamak, a device that holds plasma using magnetic fields. The reactor itself, over 70 meters high and weighing 23,000 tons, will become the largest device for studying nuclear fusion. The plasma created in ITER will reach temperatures of over 150 million degrees Celsius, more than 10 times hotter than the core of the Sun. To contain this plasma, a magnetic field 200,000 times stronger than Earth's magnetic field is required. Superconducting magnets cooled to 269 degrees Celsius are used to create such conditions. This temperature difference between the hottest and coldest points within a single installation makes ITER unique from an engineering perspective. The cost of the project has already exceeded $25 billion, and its successful completion could become the key to a new stage in energy development. Nuclear fusion has the potential to replace traditional energy sources, offering clean, safe, and virtually inexhaustible power without long-term environmental consequences. California's high-speed rail project promises to connect key cities in the state into a unified transportation network. The first phase of the line will stretch from San Francisco to Los Angeles and Anaheim, passing through the most densely populated and economically significant areas of the state. The second phase plans to extend the route to San Diego and Sacramento, increasing the total length of the railway to 1,249 kilometers. This railway line will be the first of its kind in the United States, providing the opportunity to travel at speeds of up to 350 kilometers, which will reduce travel time between San Francisco and Los Angeles to less than 3 hours. This is a serious competitor not only for automotive but also for air transport. The trains will be equipped with everything necessary for comfortable travel: quiet zones, cars with game rooms for families, restaurants, and conference halls. The environmental aspect of the project is also impressive. The high-speed rail will use electric energy, significantly reducing carbon dioxide emissions compared to cars and airplanes. The construction is estimated at $128 billion, but the long-term economic benefits and contribution to the region's sustainable development are expected to justify such expenses. The project is already providing jobs and supporting the state's economy, creating infrastructure that will serve future generations. Silicon Valley has long been synonymous with innovation and progress. It is the place where the most ambitious startups are born and the latest technologies are developed, which then change the world. To maintain this reputation, U.S. authorities are implementing a new project to improve the region's infrastructure. The expansion of the Bay Area Rapid Transit (BART) transportation system is a key part of this plan. The project includes the construction of new lines that will add more than 10 miles to the existing network, connecting more neighborhoods with the center of San Jose. It is planned that by 2036, the system will be able to serve more than 54,000 passengers daily, significantly relieving highway traffic and reducing carbon dioxide emissions. In addition to infrastructure projects, Silicon Valley continues to attract investments in the technology and startup sectors. This region is an epicenter for the development of advanced technologies, from artificial intelligence to biotechnology and robotics. New office buildings, laboratories, and co-working spaces are appearing here almost daily, creating thousands of jobs and supporting economic growth. Current investments in infrastructure development, including the BART project, are estimated at $12.7 billion. However, experts anticipate that this amount may increase, considering the complexity of construction and the high demand for new solutions. Now it's time to tell you about Dubai's plans. The extremely hot and arid desert climate dictates conditions for the comfortable living of a huge population. Thus, the new project of Dubai architects is the development of an entire climate-controlled city. Since Dubai already boasts ski slopes in the desert and air-conditioned bus stops, the new idea in such a megacity does not seem too extravagant. Dubai is planning to build the world's first climate-controlled city. In connection with global warming, this seems like the next logical step for all countries. Energy efficiency does not seem to be a problem here. The massive project known as the World Trade Center is expected to attract 180 million visitors a year and will occupy the area of a real city. Designers aim to combine residential, commercial, and cultural complexes with styles ranging from New York's Broadway to London's Oxford Street. Inside this vast entertainment area, visitors will find theaters, shops, attractions, the world's largest amusement park, and a hotel portfolio with 20,000 rooms. Even medical tourism. People will have no need to leave the limits of the climate-controlled city. It will all fit under one gigantic roof. The expansion of Sydney's metro is a project that not only improves the transportation system of Australia's largest city, but also lays the foundation for future urban infrastructure development. The first metro line was launched in 2019, And since then, the New South Wales state authorities have been working on its expansion to connect more suburbs with the city's central areas. The new section, spanning 15.5 kilometres, will include 6 new stations and connect northwest Sydney with the southwest. One of the key features of the construction was the use of a tunnel boring shield weighing nearly 1,000 tons, named Catherine, which can tunnel even beneath Sydney Harbour. This $25 billion project will change the city's landscape and provide minimal intervals between trains, just 2 minutes during peak hours. The metro will help alleviate highway traffic and increase the environmental friendliness of transportation, contributing to improved air quality and reduced noise levels. This is especially important for a city that continues to grow and develop. The Paris transportation system is considered one of the best in the world, but authorities have decided to go even further to make it even more convenient and accessible. The Grand Paris Express project is not just an expansion of the metro, but a radical transformation of the entire urban transportation system. The goal of the project is to improve the connection between the suburbs and the city center and reduce transportation congestion. As a result of the project, the length of the Paris metro will increase by 200 kilometers. 4 new lines will be built, and 2 existing ones will be extended. It is expected that after completion, all these lines will be able to serve up to 2 million passengers daily. What does this mean for Parisians and city guests? Less time spent traveling, more time for important activities. The cost of this gigantic project is estimated at $35 billion. And this is not the limit. Investments are being recouped by improving the quality of life for city residents and enhancing transportation accessibility. In the long run, the Grand Paris Express will become an example of how to modernize public transport for the cities of the future. Which project impressed you the most? Write in the comments, subscribe to Top Facts for the most incredible collections of facts and videos from all over the internet. Thank you for watching, and click on one of our previous episodes right now.